Hello YouTube fans, this is the Skull Clown. This is the final episode, the final season of the Skull Clown. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Wait a minute, I just started watching your well, some people. I just started watching your videos. Well, wait until next season. And it gives to anybody that hasn't watched my videos, my old videos, has a chance to look at them when I'm gone. When am I coming back? I have no idea. Let's see, we got January, February. We have March, since this is the final season. May. Well, April, next month. May. And June. How about this? I'll come back in June 1st. That's right. I'll come back in June 1st. And I do have another channel. You guys know what it is. Just go in the search thing and put T.S.K. Don't put a dot. Then Ever, E-V-E-R. Giovanni, G-I-O-V-A-N-N-I. Velasquez, V-E-L-A-S-Q-U-E-Z. There you go. For anyone that was like, I can't find them. There you go. And by the way, when you do T.S.K, put space in all of them. Don't put them together. Space, like Ever space Giovanni space, then Velasquez. Okay. Then you find my videos. There you go. So instead of doing videos here, I'll be doing videos in the other one because eventually I'll be doing something else there. So there you go. These are, and don't cheat in the description box. Please don't. Probably some people already have. But these are my top 10 favorite 90s shows. And I'm a 90s kid. I was born in 93. I'm proud of it. And what else is there to say? I'm a 90s kid. A lot of great stuff at the 90s and a lot of bad stuff too. But a lot of more than great and less than bad. So there you go. Okay, I was going to start from number 10 and then go down, but this time I want to do something different. I'm going to do to number 1 all the way up to number 10. So, there you go. Let's get started without further ado. Alright, number 1, Reading Rainbow. I bet you guys are like, wait, what? Reading Rainbow? That song is just so catchy. It's in a book. Anyway, copyright. But literally, it's just Reading Rainbow. The song is so catchy. It's just it's so catchy. It's like I have to watch the show, and I don't know if it's still on because I don't watch PBS Kids anymore because I'm a lot older. But back then, I used to watch it when every time they showed the cartoons, and then it was done, and then it showed like a little bit like kids and everything out my age and a little bit older. I was like, no, I want to see more cartoons. But it didn't happen. So, Reading Rainbow was on. And also that one show, Zoom. If you guys remember that, Zoom. I don't think it lasted long. But Reading Rainbow, I don't know if it's still on, but Reading Rainbow was one of my favorite shows when I was little. I hated it so much, I actually wanted to watch it all the time because the song is so catchy. It made me want to pick up and read a fucking book. Well, I don't know if the show is still on, but it's a good show, and I guarantee you, your 90s, well, if you didn't like books then, watching the show, you will love books now. Alright, number 2, the Powerpuff Girls. Okay, people, don't log out. I mean, come on, I'm the 90s kid here. Alright, Powerpuff Girls. There was a movie before the show. Never saw the movie, but I think basically from the whole intro from the show, you can tell what happened, and plus with the fight with Mojo Jojo, the big monkey. I mean, not the big monkey, the small monkey. You know what happened and everything. So I already know what happened in the movie, and I didn't watch it. So Powerpuff Girls. You got Blossom, Buttercup, and Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, right? Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. Yeah, I'm right about that. And then they had one more girl, and I bet you guys are like, wait, no, there was 3. Actually, one episode, there was one Powerpuff Girl. She was big, strong, and kind of dumb. But, oh my god, that episode made me cry as a kid. I think about it now, and it still makes me cry. It's such a sad episode. To me, it was sad. I cried like crazy. I'm teared up right now. It's just that she killed us. She sacrificed herself to save her sisters. Oh my god. Even the guy that was, even the narrator was actually crying. Well, not literally, but like pretend. But I was crying to death. I was like, this is the Powerpuff Girls. This is supposed to make us like, oh yeah, girl power, let's go, kick some ass, you know? But, it made me so sad. The 4th Powerpuff Girl was actually purple. There was blue, red, and green. Oh, and the green one was such a badass. I loved her when I was little. I don't know how old they are now, but I heard that they're going to bring them back, but in a different art style. And I'm like, I saw their art style. I'm like, you can't judge a show by the way it looks. But I mean, look what happened to the one of the Disney cartoons, the dragon. I don't know if it's called the dragon, but the boy that turns into a dragon. Something, that's an old show. Anyways, Powerpuff Girls is actually a really good show. If you guys never watched it, then if you guys are in the 90s, probably I don't recommend it watching now, like Reading Rainbow, because you're just gonna be like, why the fuck I watched this? Well, actually, I watched Powerpuff Girls when I went to Indianapolis because my little cousins watched it, and I was like, wow, I remember this show. It's pretty awesome. So I watched it. I'm like, wow, it still holds up to this day. Right, pretty good. So Powerpuff Girls, really good actually. Haven't seen the movie. Probably I'll see it after this video. Who knows? Number 3, Pokemon. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Sorry, that's another catchy song. You just want to watch the show. Some people hate Pokemon, but some people don't. I grew up watching Pokemon, so I love it. So, what can you say about it? You know, Pikachu is the mascot of the whole thing, basically. I mean, I think he is. Or it. I don't know what Pikachu is. They all say their names, which is awesome. Because, what's his name? Oh, he says it. It's like me. Skull Clown. No. But, Pokemon is actually a good show. And it's better than Digimon. I know I'm going to get a lot of dislikes for that. To tell you the truth, I wasn't a big... I watched Digimon, but I was like... I never got into it. Never did. As a kid. And even still to this day, never got into it. But at least I watched Pokemon. Pokemon, gotta... Okay, I gotta stop it. Alright. Number 4. One of my favorite shows of all time. Hey Arnold. That should have been on number 1 or number 10, but whatever. But, I mean, these shows are not really my favorite of all time. They're just my 90s, what I watched as a kid. So, I should have put other ones, but whatever. There's more, but these are just the main ones that I really watched back in the day. So, anyways, Hey Arnold, really good show. It's just a normal kid, basically with a normal life, doing normal things, and there you go. There's your storylines. What a great show, and I wish it lasted long, like SpongeBob. Because SpongeBob has been lasting for a long time. I kind of wish Hey Arnold lasted for a long time, like SpongeBob. But what are you going to do? And the Hey Arnold movie, I liked it. Hey Arnold Jungle movie, we fucking need it. We need it. Obviously, we need it so badly. If you guys never heard of it, check that out because we need it so badly. And I don't know what to say about it because we do need it. We need it! We need it so bad. Anyways, number 5. Ren and Stimpy. This is the show that made me a sick, twisted bastard. This is the show. If it wasn't for this show, I won't be a sick, twisted bastard. Ren and Stimpy is by far one of... It doesn't even need to be a creepypasta. It already is a creepypasta. It already is. And Ren and Stimpy is it's so sick and disturbing. It's not for kids. They have it on Netflix, and they have it in Spike TV. So I watched a couple of episodes, and I'm like, I don't remember watching these. And because the guy's still doing it. I don't know if he's doing it now, but he did it in 2003. So basically, when Ren and Stimpy was gone, then he showed it in Spike, and people were like, "Oh my god!" But it was like a few episodes. I didn't watch it on Spike, but I watched a few episodes on Netflix. I'm like, is this how I remember it? I mean, I don't think so. I can't remember. But all I know is that shit. This is the Ren and Stimpy show that I'm talking about here. But the Ren and Stimpy for the adults, holy shit! I watched that. It's just wow. So I guess it's one for kids and one for adults, and I want the one that's for kids because that's really what I grew up with. But I'm watching the adult one, and I'm like, I don't know what to think of it. I love it, yeah, but I don't know what to think. There's one episode when Red is basically beating up a frog, and his parents are like, his father is like a priest or something, and he opens the Bible and gives him a gun, and the mother's like, "You don't give our son a gun." The mother goes behind the couch and gets a chainsaw to kill the frog, and the frog wants to die because he's tired of all this. He's in pain. He just wants to die. And the cruel torture of Red, he doesn't kill the frog. He lets him live. You might be like, oh, so Red is not really... No. He beats him up so badly, his bones are broken, and he's just like, he wants to die because he's miserable. What's the point of going on? His arms are broken, he's dying, basically. And he's like, nah, I'm going to let you live. Red is crazy. His parents are like his parents are Chihuahuas, and Stimpy is a cat, a red big fat cat with a nose. And by the way, this is not the Nickelodeon show I'm talking about the Nickelodeon one, but the Spike one, holy shit, it's way different. Like I said, and let's see, there's one part that they hint out that Ren and Stimpy are gay for each other. Kind of like Patrick and SpongeBob. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Ren and Stimpy, I think it's a twisted and sick, perverted show. And I love it. So, I guarantee you to check that out. If you're 17 and older, or 13 and older. Don't watch this if you're a little kid because you will be scarred for life. But the Ren and Stimpy show for Nickelodeon, go ahead and watch it. I guarantee you will love it. Another creepypasta show that should never be touched at all because it's just a creepypasta all by itself. It is Courage the Cowardly Dog show. They took this show out because it's sick and twisted. Just like Ren and Stimpy, but Ren and Stimpy is a little bit more than Courage the Cowardly Dog. Courage the Cowardly Dog is a good show. I actually love the show to death, more than Ren and Stimpy. And, Courage, I remember one day when I saw this, I'm like, they should make a movie. I don't care if it's live action or just cartoon, they should make a movie, and they never did. I think they still show it. Like the Tom and Jerry old episodes, the very old ones, they still show it. Like the Looney Tunes also. I don't like the new Tom and Jerry new ones. I don't like it. To me, they're not funny or anything like that. The old ones are just, I love it. I just love it so much. Anyways, Courage the Cowardly Dog is a good show. Recommend you seeing it. And if you have seen it, which one is your favorite episode? My favorite episode is basically with My favorite episode is with that sick, twisted guy and the smiling. He's very naughty. That guy. That's one of my favorite episodes because it's so fucking creepy. He gets like a freaking, like, he wants courage. Everyone wants to kill Courage, obviously. But I like also one of the episodes where the wolf is trying to have Muriel for dinner. I like that episode. It's funny. But the main episode is with the guy that's always smiles a lot. I forgot what's his name, but he's always naughty. So naughty. But he gets like a freaking, he cuts Courage's hair like this, and in the back, and the song, all he hears, la 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 la. I'm like, that's fucking creepy. And Courage is screaming while the guy is like, zzz, zzz. I'm like, fuck. Jesus. Courage is a cowardly dog. If you're not screaming by the end of the show, then nothing will scare you. So, number 7, the Rugrats. The Rugrats has lasted pretty long actually. Not that long, but pretty long. And so long, they actually had 4 movies. I think. Let's see. The Rugrats movie, the Rugrats in Paris. No, that's 3. Yeah, there's 3 movies. And Rugrats Go Wild, which is with the Wild Thornberrys. I never saw that. Rugrats Go Wild. I always wanted to see it. I have watched the Wild Thornberrys, the movie. I liked it. I saw it on Netflix. But anyways, this is about Rugrats. Rugrats is a really good show. Highly recommend it. Love the old episodes. But the new episodes, when they have Kimmy, after that, I just didn't really like it. After that, just the old episode. See, I don't know why they do that. I think that's why they cut well, that's not why, but that's not why they cut off Hey Arnold. There's a reason why, and I don't know. But if there's a show that, like South Park has been funny from the beginning to the end. And so has Family Guy. Some people hate Family Guy, but I still watch it. I don't care what people think. I watch American Dad also, and Robot Chicken. And, anyways, I'm getting my head of myself here. But, I know we're talking about the Rugrats, but every time they go with a new, every time either they go for a new style of, artwork, or the color is more detailed or something, new, fresh and everything, or they introduce a new character, the show is not the same anymore. The show is never the same. And that's kind of disappointing because I love the Rugrats. And Rugrats is basically my childhood, my main childhood. This is the show that I watched 24/7 more than any other show, Rugrats. And I heard the creepypasta about it, and it's just crazy. And it makes total sense to me, the creepypasta. If you guys have not checked that out, go ahead. It's creepy as hell and totally makes sense to me. And then when they did All Grown Up With You with Rugrats, to me, it just, I watched it. That was it for me. And I'm not saying it was bad. I just got to a point that probably I missed the old Rugrats. So there you go. Old is better. When you keep going, sometimes it's just not good anymore. Some shows are still good. You know, like I'm saying, South Park has been around since the 90's. And shit, I've been watching that since I'm not old enough to see it, so I couldn't see it. But I watched it anyways when I was 13 years old, or 10. So anyways, the Rugrats, highly recommend. Mostly everything that's in this list, I highly recommend it. From the old episodes. If you watched it from probably 2000, you might be like, okay, but once it keeps going, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm out here. So, there you go. Number 8, All That. I literally love this show. They still show it. 90's are All That, which is awesome. I haven't watched the channel in a long time. I stopped watching it after I kept talking about Hey Arnold, the Jungle movie. And the 90's are All That is a good place to put the old Nickelodeon shows. And they only put, Rugrats, or hey, I'm not complaining about that, but they always show the that all that and Rugrats and Hey Arnold and Doug. They always put those shows in, and they don't change it up. Sometimes they do, but it's a show that I already watched, and sometimes I don't care about. They don't put Ren and Stimpy, or they don't put Cat Dog. I love Cat Dog. That was one of my best shows I ever watched. I watched it like more times like Rugrats. So, and I'm not saying that put Ren and Stimpy in, because I know they won't, because it's twisted in the story. But I mean, what kind of kid's gonna stay up at night watching Ren and Stimpy? Mostly people in the 90's are like almost 20. I'm about to be 20 soon, so there you go. So all that is all that. And I love the song. It's just perfect. It fits very well with the show. Number 9 is Dexter's Laboratory. Now, there is one episode that they never showed, and they was going to show on Adult Swim. I don't think they did, but I seen it anyways. It's the Good Remover, and that shows, wow. If you guys have not checked that out, go ahead. Dexter and his sister do say bad words, and I'm surprised that was never. I'm surprised I never saw that episode, but I'm glad I did. And knowing that my childhood has gone up to saying swears and everything, is pretty awesome. It's awesome. If Rugrats starts saying "fuck you, mom" or something like that, then I'll probably be like, "Yeah, screw that bitch," because the parents piss me off sometimes. Anyways, Dexter's Laboratory, love it. Hate his sister so much. I hope she burns in hell for everything that she done. I hate her so much. I kind of wish the show was back on, but whatever. Number 10, SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, obviously, you probably knew I was going to say SpongeBob, because I kept saying it all the time. I used to watch SpongeBob a lot. Also, like Rugrats and Ren and Stimpy and Courage the Cowardly Dog and other shows. But then it just... My favorite episode of SpongeBob is when him and SpongeBob bet on something, like, I bet you can't take your helmet off or something, or I bet you can't go up in the surface. And I like that episode because they look like, because it shows what they really look like. I like that. And the way Squidward looks like is just hilarious. Even though he is a squid, he should be bigger than all of them, but whatever. But there's little tiny squids. But anyways, SpongeBob SquarePants is, let's just say this, it's a show that you smoke weed and you get high so badly, or you do STDs and you go crazy, and you watch SpongeBob. That's what SpongeBob is. It's like you took all the crack in the world and you watch SpongeBob. Or you had a dream and this is what happened. It's kind of like Kingdom Hearts. It's like you smoking crack and you're playing hours of Kingdom Hearts and playing hours of Disney, and you're watching a whole bunch of Disney movies, and then you just went to sleep one day, and then there you go, Kingdom Hearts happened. That's basically what it is. And SpongeBob is like that. And I think SpongeBob is still around. I don't know if there's been new episodes at all, because I stopped watching SpongeBob. But back then, I loved SpongeBob. I always have a warm place in my heart for SpongeBob, because, I mean, back then, SpongeBob was just awesome. It was awesome. It was great to see, and it was funny as hell to me. Still, to me, it was. Especially when, with the Krabby Patty pizza, my favorite episode of all time. SpongeBob made me laugh in that episode so hard. I think when the guy that created SpongeBob left, I think that's when the show went pretty down. The reason he left is because that he wanted to do more things. Like he he worked in an aquarium before he did the show, and that's how he got inspired to make SpongeBob. And then all of a sudden he just didn't want to do it anymore, but they want to keep doing the show. So he was like, well, okay, fine. Nickelodeon wants to keep doing the show. They were like, okay, fine, you do it, but I'm out of here. So there you go. And once he left, I knew that the show was gonna go down, and it did. Basically, SpongeBob is the John Cena of Nickelodeon. So that's it. This is the Skull Clown signing off. Join me on Facebook as Giovanni Velasquez, and on Twitter as @TheSkullClown. And don't forget to go to my channel, my other channel, because I'll be there all the time. And this is the final season, so I see you in June 1st. So, Eva Giovanni Velasquez and Eva Giovanni Velasquez, you can check him out, which is also me, but right now I'm the Skull Clown. And season 6 will come in the month of June 1st, everyone. See you there, and when that happens, I hope you guys can't wait. And make sure to look at my old videos too. This is why I take seasons off, because anyways, this is why I take seasons off, because if I take seasons off, I expect, my subscribers to look at my old videos, and they have a chance to do it now. That's why I do take seasons. I take a break, calm down, fresh, and everything. And then I have my subscribers to look at my to my old videos, season 1, season 2, season 3, my Let's Plays about my Grand Theft Auto stuff, and me and Skull Candy feuding. It's still going on, by the way. And it's kind of be low down a little bit, but what can you do? Whatever, stuff is happening around Geo's world. So anyways, this is the Skull Clown signing off. And have a nice day. And tell me what I should have put on my list. And I know I could have put a lot of things in here. Like I was gonna put cat and dog in here, but this is just a rush thing. So, what's your favorite show? Did you like what I put on this list? If not, then put some that you liked on the thing. I know probably people will say the Smurfs, even though the Smurfs is old. I watched it in the 90's. I didn't care for it. I know a lot of people going to be like Scooby-Doo, I like Scooby-Doo. Then it just got like, whatever. Then a Scooby-Doo movie came out. I was like, oh god, why this? So, back then I loved it, but now it's just like, what was I thinking? So anyways, see you guys, and don't forget to subscribe.